Hello, my name is Jordan, and I did my poster board on memory. What is memory? Memory is the persistence of learning over time through the storage and retrieval of information and skills. We have four types of memory. We have sensory memory first. Sensory memory is our fleeting impressions of the world. It has a very short duration system, typically lasts from like 1/4 to 3 seconds. And there are three types of sensory memory. We have echoic memory, which allows sounds to be remembered for a short duration, typically a few seconds. Iconic memory, which is the visual sensory memory that retains images. For typically this one's less than a second. And then haptic memory, also known as tactical memory, is responsible for the retention of touch sensations. Then we go to our second one, which is short term memory. Short term memory is basic, brief information that quickly decays. It is part of the working memory that allows continuous mental processing. Duration is typically 20 seconds. An example would be like a mental grocery list as a part of repeating information to remember. Three is our working memory. Working memory is a subsection of short term memory. Working memory is more flexible than short term memory. It can maintain information longer than typical 20 seconds of short term memory. It enables mental manipulation of data. Information stays in working memory if not interrupted. An example would be like last minute studying before a test. That information stays in our working memory. If interrupted, that information disappears. And then we have four, which is long term memory. Long term memory is the process of storing information for extended periods lasting from minutes to lifetime, potentially can hold unlimited amounts of information. It has more complex retrieval process. Flashbulb memory is a part of long term memory. Flashbulb memory is pictured memories formed during significant events. An example would be many people have this for 9/11. They can tell you where they were doing, even though it was such a long time ago. And then, what is the difference between implicit versus explicit for memory? Implicit memory are automatic memories that are deeply engraved behavior that we do unconsciously. And then explicit memory are also known as declarative memories, are memories that require intentional, effortful processing, conscious memories you deliberately work to remember. We have five types of implicit memory. We have procedural, which is learning skills that become automatic, like riding a bike, which we have here down below. He's riding his bike. Walking, these are things that can be remembered after long periods without practice. We have conditional associations, memories that are triggered by sensory cues like smelling, your grandma or your ex, your anybody's like a certain smell take you back to a certain time in your life. We have spatial memory, which is remembering physical space and navigation, like walking to the bathroom in the dark, something that we do a lot. For time sequencing, the ability to retrace your steps, remembering where you left your phone by retracing your past steps. And then we have the fifth one, which is frequency memory, recognizing repetitive occurrences like your parents saying multiple times, this is the fifth time I've asked you to do the dishes, like a specific number that they spew out. Where are we at? And then we have over here, how well? We have memory storage methods. We have three that were mainly talked about. We have chunking, mnemonics, and review and repeat. Chunking is the process of grouping related information into a single unit. It helps keep information in our working memory that pushes information into long term memory. Examples of chunking are like phone number chunking, breaking numbers into recognizable groups, wordless chunking, which is grouping words by categories. Um, and then mnemonics are memory tricks to help remember information. It can be involve imagery, acronyms, and associations. Um, Information to long term and makes learning more engaging. Visual imagery associates words with pictures and engage right brain processing. Mnemonics create um, memorable phrase sentences from letter acronyms. Sentences based on mnemonics create sentences where the first letters represent information. This makes abstract information more concrete. And then we have review and repeat, which is an easy strategy where you go back and review the information you've learned and revisit the study materials and then repeat every day. Um, Active engaging creates a systematic approach to learning. Creating with flashcards and reviewing multiple times is a good strategy for memory retention.